Oh shit, well I forgot that I had a YouTube channel. I stopped uploading for some weird reason. I didn't feel like it. But here we go, the F-111 Aardvark. That is the topic of this video. So for those of you who don't know, the Aardvark should have been in the game by now, but well, War Thunder or Gaijin or Responsibles, well, didn't add it yet, which is an absolute shame. If you don't know what the plane is, well, the full name is the General Dynamics F-111 Aardvark, and it was a medium-range interdictor, quote-unquote interdictor, and tactical strike aircraft that is also being used, or also used to be used, for better words and conjugation, as a strategic bomber. Now, how is this going to be implemented in the game? How is it going to be, and how it is stuff? Basically, it's going to be like the Thud, the F-105, but with swept wings and two TF-30 Pratt & Whitney engines, so well, you can go very, very fast. When it comes to the aircraft and its load, basically it can carry a ton of bombs. And what I mean by a ton of bombs is, well, I'm using the silent system here. It's a new metric system that I invented, and that's going to be exactly 2.5 times the amount of bombs that an F4 Phantom can carry. The aircraft also comes in equipped with your basic M61 rotatory machine gun cannon, whatever it is, the one that you find on the Phantom and the F-14 and blah blah blah. Basically your American freedom dispenser. When it comes to the variations of the aircraft itself, the variants are as follows: the F-111 A, B, C, D, of course, E, F, and I feel like this is a spell on B. We jump straight to a K, and then we have a G somewhere. Yeah, I don't know what's the difference between all of those, so if you know, just tell me in the comments. I'm a little bit interested, but I think it's better avionics, better engine, blah 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 blah. When it comes to the armaments that the aircraft carry, I forgot to mention this, and I'm going to go into specific details. The F-111 featured an internal weapons bay that could carry bombs, aka basically it has like an internal weapons bay. You understand English. We talked about the 20mm. Basically the bay could carry like two of your conventional 750 burger pound bombs, 340 kilograms for those that use the metric system, and one nuclear bomb. Now the F-111B can carry up to two AIM-54 Phoenixes, long-range air-to-air missiles, Fox 3 stuff. It's found on the F-14. Maybe that's why Gaijin doesn't want to add this aircraft yet. Other than that, your typical bombs that you see on the American tree right now can be mounted on the wings, and yes, the bombs move with the wings and all that. So it's a pretty cool effect, but nobody's going to notice it when they're running for their lives once the MiG-29 gets added. An interesting feature about the F-111, it was equipped with the ANAVQ-26 pave track targeting system, and yeah, that basically allowed it to drop bombs with accurate laser stuff, technology, Iron Man, all that good stuff. That was equipped on the F-111C as far as I know, but yeah, comments, people correct me if I'm wrong. So what did he? Anyway, some variants of the F-111 as my research went. I didn't research that much. I'm using a lot of my memory in here, and I feel that my RAM sticks are being burnt in my head. Oh my god. I think that they used AIM-7s, but also correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. So yeah, you got that. So basically you have a whispering death machine. That's what the Viet Congs call it back in the days, and it's going to be the ultimate, I don't know, cast aircraft for the USA. It has a lot of bombs, it has laser bombs, it has laser rockets, air-to-air defense capabilities. The thing in real life sucked badly. Even Australia, as soon as they got one, like, it broke down. They had to belly land the damn thing on takeoff. Like, literally, the gear fell down. That's an interesting fact, though. Australians did learn, so they bought more. I think they got bought up into the American hype, that type of stuff. I don't know, man. They're a great nation. I don't know why they did that. That's going to be it for the F-11. If you're asking how is a Gaijin going to introduce it, well, they just make models of the aircraft, you know, and they put them in the game. then they do a dev server, and we test it in there. And yeah, as far as performance goes, well, it's a plane, it's going to die somehow. Before ending the video too damn quickly, I wanted to talk about a final thing, which I think that is actually cool, and I do believe that you guys will find it cool. This is like a treat for the guys that stay to the end of the video and all that good stuff. I know that a lot of guys don't watch the full length of my videos. Maybe I'm that boring, but who cares? Anyway, the F-111's cockpit itself, like, they didn't have an injection seat system in it, but instead, like, the entirety of the cockpit will inject. And that's due to the design that they chose. Basically, the US back in the day, they said, listen, we want this aircraft to be in this specific, I don't know, design, and have the pilots sit next to each other. So it's not like the F-14 where the pilots sit, like, one pilot is in the front, one pilot's in the back. Your Rio is literally next to you, not behind you. So that's a really, really interesting and cool thing. If, like, I don't know how guys if they do ever add this aircraft. I think that they will add this aircraft. I'm strongly in the belief that they will add this aircraft. But it would be interesting how they're going to model in the ejection system for the F-111, because I know the Gaijin goes extremely deep when it comes to detail. Like, if you see like a lot of this like tanks and planes and whatever in War Thunder, they're extremely detailed, like down to the T. Like, if you want me to do a video about that, just guys tell me and I'll do a video about that. Like, if it gets enough support, of course. Like, tell me in the comments. If the comments get enough support, I'll do a video about it. But yeah, I think that it's a cool thing to have, and I don't know. Another cool fact is the F-111 could fly at supersonic speeds, hugging the ground with its terrain following radar. Now here's the thing. A lot of people say, oh, that's like, I don't know, we can already do that. That's my cat in the background if you hear it. But imagine this, like, for sim players and how it's going to affect them. Basically, they can fly low, almost undetected, like literally hugging the ground, going to deliver the payload upon that airfield or base or ground targets. And it's really going to be cool. So I'd like to see that added to the game, like, especially for a lot of aircraft. Another thing that Gaijin didn't add, which is about time for them to add, especially on the like, this is a deviation from the subject, but on the A4s. The A4s had a ground radar. Like, if you have like a top tier premium helicopter of the latest kind, like, you can see that they have ground radars, and that functions the same way with planes, and it's going to be a bliss to have. But I know the Gaijin messes up radars really bad, so why do I even bother? So yeah, cool facts section is done. Thank you for listening. I'm going back to play EVE Online. You guys take care and have fun.